All right, we're recording. Welcome to Minor Inconveniences, where two dumb bitches talk about their day and come up with new topics along the way. Listen, okay, today's episode is It's college stories. We're going to talk to you about some of the things that we've experienced so far as two girls who have been in college for about 2 semesters now.
Yes.
However,
before we get into that, I would like to say something.
What the fuck happened to the s'mores cookie with the Girl Scouts?
Yes. But before we even talk about our college stories, I like to talk about Girl Scout cookies. As a person who was a Girl Scout for 10 years, this is Amber speaking, all right? I'm upset that we got rid of the s'mores.
Literally.
Those were my favorite cookies. Those are my absolute favorites. I know people love Samoas and Thin Mints.
Speak on it.
But s'mores, they were so good. And I wish they were loved so much better because I love those cookies. I love them.
What about them? I don't know who's eating the flaky cookies from Girl Scout. What are they called? I don't know.
The coconut ones?
Yes. Who the hell is eating the coconut ones?
I forgot what the coconut ones' names are. Tagalong? No, that's not Tagalong. Those are Are those Tagalongs?
No. Oh, Tagalongs.
Yeah, Tagalongs.
For reference, I got Girl Scout cookies like this past Saturday. I was pissed because I didn't see s'mores. I was like, what the fuck? Sorry, don't even.
And not only that, they go up to $5 a box. I remember
mine were $6. $6 a box. I had a $5 bill in my wallet, but I didn't have 6. I was like, fuck. And so I had to use my card.
Yeah.
Which, okay, we're all close enough now. That's the third episode. We're all close enough now. You all know my heart and soul. I'm Cece. Obviously. We all know that I bias Changbin out of Stray Kids. I think it's a little bit unhealthy sometimes, but in a respectful way. I still view him as a human being, the typical shit you're supposed to when you idolize somebody. So I got a sticker on my debit card with him on it. And that's the thing, is that I've been using Tap to Pay a lot recently that I never thought I'd have to use it. It would just sit in my wallet for decoration. But I didn't have the cash, so I had to hand this poor, 12-year-old girl my Changbin debit card. She looked at it and was judging me hard. I know she was too, because she looked at it and she did a 2 take. She fucking did a double take.
She cannot judge you when she's out there in a vest.
That's what I said. You have to wear that ugly ass green vest. I'm not paying for your fucking cookies. Put the goddamn cookies on my card.
No, but you know what's crazy? The vests are different color depending on where you are. You have brownie, which is brown. Yeah, the blue. They have the green.
Oh, so they're racist. No, I'm kidding. I'm not saying Girl Scouts are racist. That was a joke.
But, I had a green vest. I had a sash, too. I had a vest and sash.
Ooh, you were one of those. No, I'm kidding. I've never Girl Scouted in my life. I don't know what the fuck they do over there.
It's basically like volunteering. Imagine charity work. That's what you do. You do charity work. And then sometimes you go camping. Or sometimes you do fun activities. I said I got to go see the Reunion Tower once.
The fuck is that?
It's in downtown Dallas.
What was it?
It's the New Year's ball.
Oh!
The one, yeah. It was very fun. Never been inside of it. You see all of Dallas. Very much fun.
Cute.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like I said, a lot of fun things. Like I said, I did the angel tree a couple of times. I packaged up food. I planted flowers for gardens and everything, and fruit and veggies. It's basically stuff like that.
Yeah.
You sign up, you pay, and you get to go, and you basically, I guess you basically get taught, this is what charity is, and this is how you do it.
That peanut butter is so strong. I can only eat 2 of them before I get absolutely disgusted by them.
Yeah. If I ever have a kid, I would put them in Girl Scouts because I think it would show them, hey, this is what charity work is. It's what people do. It's what you got to do for charity. You know?
But thank you for coming to our TED Talk. Yes. We'll actually get to the topic of our episode today. So the topic today, hopefully we can stay on it, is
college stories.
Everything we've experienced so far. We are not going to name people.
No.
We want to keep people safe.
Yes.
Because we're acting like the 39 of you who are probably going to listen to this are going to come and search for the person that's done this to us, or the people. I will not say my family's names. It is up to Amber's discretion to say her family's names.
I probably won't.
Yeah.
Too many names. It gets confusing.
That's what,
especially when you don't know them.
Exactly.
Easier to go by sister, brother, grandma, mom.
Right. Ew. right? One from Texas. Anyway, what are we gonna start off with? Should we start off with the first night?
The first night, guys. Let's start this out. I
started off because it happened to me.
no, yes, but I just want to start off like my point of view. I just want y'all to know when all this happened, I wasn't here. I had to go to work from like 6 p.m. to 12 a.m., so I was gone.
They were working her like a dog back then.
Huh?
They were working you like a dog back then. No, they really
were.
They still are.
Yeah. But that whole entire time period, I was gone. I was not here. Now, Cece, tell what happened. You know what you experienced.
So, it's my first... I need y'all to... I'm going to set the scene, right? It's my first night here alone. It was move-in weekend. My parents had been here, I think it was Sunday night, I believe. My parents had dropped me off Friday, and we moved me in, and I hadn't stayed in the dorm at all. Like, we moved in all my stuff. I unpacked everything. I was solid, ready to go. So I call my best friend because I'm missing him, Thuggy. I call Thuggy, and I'm laying in my bed, minding my business. And then I'm getting ready to close my eyes, feeling super confident that I have finally moved to college, and I'm ready to start my new life. And then all of a sudden, I feel this agitating, berating thing on my fucking arm, biting the shit out of me. So as one does, I'm like, ow, and I smack my arm to hopefully kill it, thinking that it's maybe just like a bug or something. I'm used to bugs. It's Texas. I turn on my... the atrocity that I'm about to tell y'all has scarred me for fucking life. I turn on my flashlight, and I see a swarm of red ants. Swarm. I'm not talking about like a few of them that you could just sweep off of your... No. Yes. They were all over my sheets. They were all over my blankets. They were all over my pillow. They were in my hair. Ugh. And then I get off of my bed, and I'm staring at my bed, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I tell Thuggy, dude, I need to call you back. I gotta deal with this real quick. So I hang up on Thuggy, and I'm standing on the stool thing that I have for my bed because our beds are like 7,000 feet in the air, so I need a stool because I'm a big bitch. And I'm standing on there, and I'm looking at my bed just bewildered because I'm like, oh my god, there's an ant infestation in my bed. And then I look at other stuff on my desk, and there's ants everywhere on that as well. And I haven't been here long enough to notice it. And I guess Amber hadn't either at that point. Mm-hmm. So I'm standing on the foot of my bed, and I'm thinking, so this is where I just give up, right? Amber walks through the door, and I look at her, and I'm like, can you turn on the... Yeah, the second I found them and got off of my bed, Amber walks through the door, conveniently.
Yes.
I ask her to turn on the overhead light, the big light that we don't like. We never turn that thing on unless it's like an absolute dire situation. She turns on the overhead light. You can see them shimmering in my bed because there were so many of them, and they were reflecting off of the light.
You're saying, if you know anything about the difference between ants, red ants just appear wherever the fuck they want to. Nothing has to attract some goddamn red ants. That will come in the later part of the story. Nothing attracts no goddamn red ants. Black ants are attracted to food. They don't bite.
Okay, so resuming my side, I look into my closet thinking, well, let me grab my other pair of sheets. Maybe it was just this one time, like I let some ants in by accident through my bags because I live 6 hours away from this goddamn campus. So I go to grab my other sheets, and I'm looking at my clothes in front of me. They are also covered in fucking ants. All of my drawers are covered in ants. All of my shoes have ants in them. I'm like, where the fuck are they coming from? I take everything off of the shelves in my closet. I take all of my clothes out. They all have ants. There's ants everywhere. All in my closet. All over my desk. All over my bed. And all over the walls. Y'all, I about wanted to just give up right then and there. I was waiting for the gods to just take me. I'm gonna turn it over to Amber for now, and then I'll explain the rest.
So, once she told me she found him, I said, I have prayed. Well, actually, no, this is what happened before it happened. When she told me that, I said, God damn it. And then she looked at me, she said, what? And I said, because I moved in a week before for work. And I told her, I thought I got rid of them. And the horror on my face.
I was like, what do you mean got rid of them? This was a problem?
Because you're seeing because just to put it out there, I'm allergic to red ants. I get bit, my hand swells up, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So when I first came here the week before moving, everything happened, I was washing my hands one day and I saw a red ant. So then I literally started inspecting the sink like Inspector Gadget, looking everywhere, and I saw a hole by the sink. And that's when I saw all the red ants. And I was like, oh no, this has to get fixed immediately. Like, I'm allergic. And it didn't help that I just got over a fire ant bite the week before. Like, my hand just got done swelling after like 2 goddamn weeks. So I said, I'm not going through this. I put in a maintenance request. They came and they fixed it. I thought I fixed the ant problem. Until that night when Cece told me, turn on the light. And I was like, God damn it, not again. And when I say they were everywhere, dude, they were everywhere. Shockingly, they were on any of my stuff.
Yeah, they decided to only fuck with me that night.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't on Amber stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have people living next to us, obviously, that we share a bathroom, right? Because we don't have communals because I am maybe a little bit too spoiled. So I picked one that didn't have communals. I picked a dorm hall that didn't have communals. Sue me. We go over to the neighbors and we ask, what are we going to name them? Okay.
Lulu and Lolo.
I was going to say Dodger and Badger, but that works too.
Oh, I don't know. Who's the first?
Lulu and Lala. No, I think we should do Dodger and Badger.
Dodger and Badger.
Yeah. So Dodger. Okay, hold on. I'm going to mute real quick. How the fuck? Hold on. Real quick. Okay. Okay, so we go over to Dodger and Badger's door, just to get that out of the way. We go over there and we tell them, and they're like, no, we haven't seen anything either. So we come back in here, and she shows us the Holy Grail. Amber shows me the Holy Grail, and I see Raid. Thank God. We basically fucking bombed our door.
Raid and Lysol. Because the thing is that, but the main reason why I think they didn't get on my clothes, because when I figured out they were ants, and I thought I got rid of them, I sprayed everything that I had down with Lysol.
You couldn't give a bitch a warning.
But I didn't know if you were allergic to anything or not, so I wasn't gonna risk you.
Yeah, we had not spoken up until this point.
Yes, I didn't want to. I generally was gonna spray stuff. I'm like, I don't want to cause an allergic reaction to somebody I haven't met. Yeah, that's a bad impression. I'm just gonna spray it on my stuff. I don't want to. That's the worst thing you can do. You're like, I just thought it was helping. You're like, I'm allergic. I'm like, oh shit.
You signed my death warrant.
Yeah, but so I sprayed all my stuff down, everything. So I think that's why I didn't go on my stuff. But it was the fact that they were everywhere, man. They were everywhere.
I was suffering.
Like, and also, like I said, and the thing is that it was their first night here too, and it didn't help that we barely knew each other. So we were like trauma bonded by this experience.
Yes, we were both attempting to figure this out while not knowing a single thing about each other except our names.
Yes, except for names.
It was so bad. So finally, our room becomes bearable to stand in because we sprayed so much Raid and Lysol to the point where we couldn't stand in our dorm because we would cough. Like, we could not breathe. We were suffocating ourselves. Yes. I move all of my clothes out into the hallway, and I start dusting them off because they have ants on them. And then I got the bright idea to use her Raid and spray them all over my clothes. That is an important key that we will use later, by the way. We have the RA on call come up here, which was, if I'm not mistaken, he's like the manager of the building?
Oh, no, the CD.
What does that mean?
Community director.
Yeah, he's the community director of our hall. He comes up here, we tell him the situation, he's like, I need proof. I understand that there's regulations, I understand that there's policies and rules. I am crying my eyes out. At what?
And there was bitten.
1 o'clock, yes, I was bitten multiple times. I was crying my eyes out. I was on the phone with my mom at this point because I didn't know what the fuck to do. And you're like, you need proof? Do I not look traumatized enough? I could have been overreacting, and I absolutely understand that. But this was the first time I had been away from home, 6 hours away without my mommy and daddy, okay? I was going through it. Finally, he sees the ants in my closet. They're all dead because we fucking hotboxed the dorm with Raid and Lysol. We realize that they're coming in from the window. So he writes a report, and we are priority the next day for maintenance to come in. I'm like, okay, cool. Where do we go? At first, they told us to sleep in the dorms.
And they almost let us until we had to tell them that A, I'm allergic, and B,
I had already gotten bit. I called my mom. My dad proceeded to call the school and call the building and talk to the community director and have some very unpleasant words with him.
I called my mom because when they said they're gonna make us sleep in here, I called my mom because my mom knows I'm allergic. No, I literally called my mom. She almost drove down here. Especially when she heard that you've been bit and they almost made you sleep here. She almost drove down here just because you got bit. She was about to leave work and everything. Be like, oh, my mom was literally about to be on some. Oh, hell no.
Again, this is a family and a person that did not know that I had existed up until that day.
Oh, they didn't care. When I told my mom that, and they're also going to try to make my roommate sleep in the bed, then she got bitten. And my mom said, she got bitten. And my mom literally said, give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. My mom was literally right down the road when she was at work. So she was this close to coming.
Yeah.
Until I called her back and I said it got resolved. And she was like, okay.
So we got moved to different dorms because, of course, most of the dorms were filled by this point with at least one person in them.
Yeah.
He basically, I understand that this wasn't his fault. That I understood. Yeah. I was still on edge. It was like maybe 3:00 in the morning by this time. I would remember thinking to myself, I hope and pray that this is a dream that I'm fixing to wake up from. I was so delirious and hysterical and just outright wanting to jump into oncoming traffic by this point that I genuinely believed that I was having a nightmare. And that I was waiting to wake up. Never did. We move all of my clothes into a different room on the first floor because we couldn't put them in my closet again in case the ants came back and the people hadn't resolved it yet. So he put my clothes in a room that was locked and only he could open it. I had to go to his office the next day and get that, but I'll get to that in a second. I get put in this room with this girl, sweet, very sweet girl. She was just like, is everything okay? Do you need anything? And I was like, no, I have my sheets. I did not have a pillow. So I slept with my head just on the mattress on my sheets.
Yeah, no, I have. And the thing is that I got put into like a room also. The 2 girls I was in a room, they were very sweet, very nice.
Oh, you got put in a triple?
I
did not know
And
that.
the thing is that, and they asked me the day, because I was so tired. I grabbed the blanket, I grabbed the pillow. I didn't even like grab sheets or anything. I didn't even get on the bed, y'all. I slept on the floor. That's how tired I was.
Me that.
Yeah, and you know what? I will keep saying this. That was some of the best sleep I've ever had on that floor. Literally. I don't know, and I think it was because I was just so
that's
tired.
Literally me. I fall asleep on our dorm floor. Like I'll vacuum it and like sweep and whatever, and we don't mop because we don't have one. But I'll literally put a blanket on the floor with my pillow. You've walked into me just laying on the floor. For some reason, the floors are better than the mattresses. That says something.
And I slept, and they're like, you could have gone to bed. I said, it's okay. I was so tired that I just slept on the floor.
We didn't feel like climbing. I only climbed the bed because I just needed to sleep. I was so delirious. Mind you, they were thinking about forcing us to still go to, the freaking first, like, spirit week.
Yeah.
Here at this damn campus. They were like, let's go walk about 3 miles to the fucking stadium here.
Yeah.
No,
for real. No, like as soon as we told them that happened, our RA very chill. Love him. I know he hates us. Sorry, like these.
Thank you, Donnie. That's what we're gonna call him.
I know Donnie. For like these pictures are so loud.
Right, because we stay right next to him, mind you, and y'all heard the way we talk.
Yeah, we're loud.
We're loud.
But the thing is that he's very chill. No, he literally said, "No, yeah, I understand. If you don't want to go, you don't have to go." And I was like, "Thank you," because I was very, very tired.
We were both very tired.
I got barely any sleep, and I'm not a happy person when I don't get sleep.
I woke up just absolutely distraught. I couldn't believe that it had happened. I cried. That was the first time I cried myself to sleep here. Obviously, because that was the first night here. I vowed to myself, because I had talked to my mom at this point. We were texting now. We weren't calling. And I was telling her how I thought that maybe college isn't... I'm not ready for college yet. because I only have 2 years here, Mom. What if I just take like at least a semester to bring myself back together from this? Like, I was genuinely debating dropping out. And she goes, no, you're ready for this. You've been ready for this. You've been so excited. You've been excited since you've gotten there. It's just one slip up. Everything's going to be fine. I thought the world was ending, okay? Because it felt like it. I cried myself to sleep, and I vowed to myself that I would never cry myself to sleep again, because I was being delirious and absolutely delusional that this was going to be the worst day of my life here. Because it was not. We finally get back into the dorms. I get my clothes again. Me and Amber agree we should probably wash all of our clothes. However, I had a very full closet at the time, and I did not think that there were going to be enough washers downstairs in the building to wash all my clothes. So we went to the laundromat behind the door.
Yeah.
And spent, like, I think $30 in quarters. She washed her sheets. I washed my sheets. I washed everything. I washed all my clothes. I washed my sheets.
No, you had to. We bombed it all already.
We bombed our entire
everything already. And then, as soon as all that was done, we came back. I'm pretty sure I took out my Lysol and I sprayed that damn window down. I sprayed that with Raid. Ooh, I sprayed that window down with Raid and Lysol.
Not enough to kill us again.
Yeah, no.
But
and let me tell you that ever since that event, every single Wednesday, because that'll be my free day, because a little bit of a free day. It was either Wednesday or Monday.
Yeah.
I would be in here, and the first thing I would do is I would spray the window down with Lysol first, and I would take some Raid, and I'll spray it down with Raid.
After I had finished, hanging up all of my clothes, making my bed again, and like, I finally got to sit down and like process everything that happened, because while all of this was happening, everything was going at like 100 miles an hour, because our CD was attempting to figure out how to place us and figure all of this out.
Yeah, because
we were both on the phone with our families.
Yeah, because let me just say this. He got a very angry email from my aunt and a very mad phone call from her dad. And those emails were not happy.
It was not it.
They were not happy emails or calls.
My dad was pissed. But all said and done, we finally sit down. And I'm like, my back is to her with the way that our dorm is set up when we sit at our desks. I deadass turn to her and go, oh, okay, hold on. So we sit down and there's like silence. Like, I'm talking no crickets silence. Like, it was pure silence in this dorm. The CD knocks on our door and goes, do y'all want to be moved dorms? I was like, will we stay roommates? No. Y'all will most likely be moved to a whole different building. First off, moving in and of itself sucked because we are on the 3rd floor.
Yes.
The only good thing about moving was that our dorm was right next to the stairs. So no, we agreed, no, we want to have each other as roommates. Because we deadass looked at each other and literally went, nah, we're not moving. And he was like, okay, if this problem arises again, please report to the front desk. I was like, okay, whatever. He leaves. We look at each other. And we start busting out laughing. Like, I'm talking hysterical laughter. Because we realized that we have just gone through all of that in the span of less than 24 hours.
Yes.
And then we literally went, you want to go get food?
No, for real!
We literally got food. So real. We literally got food, and then we just started trauma dumping on each other. How we were feeling during that time, all the shit that we've had. She was telling me about how she had been here for a week because she had been working here, and like all kinds of other shit. We were like just blabbing to each other because honestly, we had already been trauma bonded by that.
Yes.
There was nothing stopping us by that point.
No. No, like, y'all, I don't think y'all understand. Like, that is the experience I need to go through, but I will never forget. You can never forget.
Mind you, the entire time I'm crying and stuff, I'm literally thinking to myself, my roommate probably thinks I'm a little bitch who's just crying over all this stupid shit.
No.
Like, she probably thinks that this isn't even that big of a deal, and I'm over here hysterically crying. I literally turned to her and apologized. I was like, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm making this a bigger deal than it is. And I was like, still hysterically crying, and she goes, and she, like, looks at me with concern. She's like, you're fine. Everything's... I understand.
I'm like, you're good, girl. I'm like, I've literally cried over McDonald's. I promise you, it's not that. That's how my period too. I cried.
Literally. So that happens. We go eat food. We calm down. We come back. And then we have to go to bed early because we have to do the rest of the spirit week since we missed the first day.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything kind of went along. We went through spirit week. And then the first week of school, of actual classes, came around. That went by, I think, pretty easily. Our first week. Everybody says the first week is like
the hardest. It was fine.
Ours
it was
fine.
completely fine.
Like, yes, we got work like immediately 2 days after syllabus day.
Yeah.
Not even. I remember we finished the syllabus in one of my classes and she goes, okay, chapter 1. I'm like, the fuck? We just got here.
Yeah. Yeah, like after that, things were smooth sailing. And then
Dodger. Is that where we're going?
Yeah, Dodger. And then Dodger happened. Well, actually, no, Dodger and what was the other name we said?
Badger.
Well, so let's say this. Badger ratted out Dodger about
an illegal substance.
Because I'm pretty sure we can't say that on YouTube.
Yeah.
On an illegal substance. If you know, you know. You roll it up. That's all I need to know. Right? It's 420. If 420 doesn't cut it for you, you just don't know. Then you just don't know if you don't know.
So,
right? They got ratted out, but for the longest time,
and we didn't even know Dodger or Badger at this point.
And for the longest time, I didn't know this was in the future. They thought I ratted them out because
she's a front desk worker.
Yeah, because I work for the school.
Yeah,
and technically I'm supposed to report, so they thought that I ratted them out. And when I was like, I didn't even know that was going on at that time.
Right.
I had no idea. I was in my own world.
Mm-hmm. We had been through enough. I didn't give a fuck what Dodger or Badger was doing at that point.
But then, Dodger. But then that first time we talked to Dodger, and Dodger kept coming over here all the time, and to me, I didn't really care about Dodger that much. Dodger really didn't talk to me. They may talk to Cece.
We'll get into that later.
Dodger didn't bother me unless Cece was in here with me. If I was alone, they weren't in here.
So this is I'm gonna give y'all my first interaction with Dodger, because by then I knew that Dodger was our suite mate, and I was like, cool. I could already recognize their face because me and Dodger had gone to a meeting for our dorm hall because of our RA. He was like, I'm gonna schedule a meeting. Y'all just come down. It's gonna be like a quick 10-15 minute meeting, then y'all can go back to y'all's dorms. Me and Dodger go together, and they seemed chill. It was fine. Like, we just went together because we lived next to each other and we needed to go. We didn't really talk. We kind of just, like, walked there together, and then we came back. And then there was a day where I was coming back from, I think, my morning class, and they were going to their class. And I literally just said, and I literally waved hi. And then Dodger looks up from their phone and goes, I'm going to call ICE on you. Context, I am Mexican, and I look Mexican.
I don't know why I nodded. I don't know. I feel like a subtle nod, like, yeah.
When I tell you, I dropped my bag, so I was ready to throw a hand. I dropped my bag, and I turned to Dodger, and I go, I'm sorry, what the fuck did you just say? And Dodger goes, well, wait, what did you say to me? And I was like, I said hi, you asshole. And Dodger goes, oh, I thought you said something racist. What? Dodger was like, I didn't hear what you said. And I was like, so you immediately go to racism? You immediately threaten something like that? I was like, first off, I'm a Mexican citizen. I'm a Mexican citizen. I'm an American citizen. I am not a Mexican citizen. Hold on. I am not a Mexican citizen for all intents and purposes. I'm actually not. Let me not. I was like, I'm a Mexican, but I'm American, you motherfucker. I'm an American citizen. I have a passport and a driver's license, my guy. The fuck? And then, like, I literally picked up my bag because they kept, like, walking away because they obviously saw that I wanted all the smoke. Mm-hmm. According to them, they're a pacifist. That happens. And I go along with my day. Dodger comes back in here because I think at this point they think we're, like, at least going to become friends, in which I wasn't mad at the idea of us becoming friends. Like, that happened. Mm-hmm. I never got a proper apology for it.
No, because, let me say this, all the times they came over here, I was at work. I worked very long hours last semester. I was at work majority of the time. I'll be gone for, like, 8 hours. There was one day I was gone for 8 hours. Mm-hmm. I just wasn't here. So, that's part of it. But you know, Dodger was interesting. person.
Yeah. So anyway, Dodger comes in here a few times. Innovative. Dodger comes in here a few times, and like in the beginning, like I want to say the first 2 months, racist comments towards Mexican people the entire fucking time. Actually, hang your blanket like over your thing, like how I did, and maybe you'll be able to do it. Hold on, I'll help you.
Oh no, I just did it.
But will it hear you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just making sure. Anyway, Dodger comes in here and starts making even more racist comments towards me. He'll send, well, yeah, they'll send me random reels on Instagram because I was mainly on Instagram. I'm still on mainly Instagram. I don't really use TikTok like that. They would send me TikToks and Instagrams, just racism. You're my favorite Mexican person. You're my favorite taco eater. All of this. And I'm like, dude, can you cut it out? Like, I get it, it's a joke. And that's why I'm not, like, that mad about it. But I don't like shit like that. Can you just...
Yeah.
I can take a joke. That's fine.
Yeah.
But when I joked to Dodger, it was never about his race.
No. Like, and let me preface this because I'm a black person. The most that I've ever joked on my race is right now during Black History Month.
Literally.
I literally feel like
the amount of times I've actually heard shit is actually insane. I will literally just be being, and then all of a sudden I'll hear, really, you said that to me on Black History Month, and I haven't even said a goddamn thing. Save me. Help me.
Like, this is the most I've ever brought up, like, stuff that has to do with, like Black History Month. But even when I say something, it's about me making fun of me majority of the time, making fun of myself.
Yeah, it's... Actually, I can't say that, but I was going to say something, but I shouldn't. I also never responded to Dodger's racism with more racism. Yeah. I'm a firm believer that that never works.
Yeah, I believe in that too.
So, there was a point in time where Amber got fucking sick of it. Like, I was also sick of it, and I had been, like, ranting to Amber about it, but I didn't want to respond to it by being aggressive or hateful towards Dodger, because that's just not who I am.
Yes, but I'm black and I can say it back. Yeah. So I didn't give a fuck. You make somebody uncomfortable, they don't like it.
Like, you could, at this point, I had like a really bad day. I think a lot had happened that day. And then Dodger was not making it any better.
No. By
coming in here and making all of these racist comments towards me. Finally, Amber got sick of it. And all of a sudden, I start hearing things I didn't know existed. The amount of insults that flew out of her mouth so quickly.
No, yeah, a lot of insults.
Even Dodger was baffled.
Yeah, well, listen, here's the thing. When somebody is over something and they say, I don't like this, stop doing it. Yeah, and then you keep going on and egging it on. Okay, cool. They can't say anything because then you're going to flip it back and be like, you're racist.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And I know black people can be racist against other black people. I know that. I do. Trust me, I do. But I don't give a fuck. We're both black. We can go toe to toe all day.
Oh, bitch, and Amber, in fact, laid the toes down.
Yeah, I was like, bitch, I'm from Mississippi. What would the racist states ever in the United States? Let's go. I have so many.
She had so many locked and loaded, and she still had more.
Yes.
It was actually, like, scary.
Yes, I was...
And it wasn't like I was, like, this is the only time I only told Dodger once, can you stop making... No, I repeatedly told Dodger over and over, hey, let's chill out with all of those jokes, because I don't like it.
Yeah, even when I was in the room, and I was like... Because I don't think I've ever made a joke about you being Latino or anything. I don't... That's not my thing to joke about. If I joke about anything, I joke about me being black.
Yeah.
And that's me. Like, I'm so sorry. If I'm going to make a joke out of something... I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, because if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I feel like 9 times out of 10, I'm making fun of myself for something that I do that's stupid. I don't know. Or maybe sometimes something I see online.
Yeah, but... if I made fun of Dodger or Amber at any point in time, it was because of them as a person.
Yeah, I did something stupid.
Yeah.
And you're right. I did do something real stupid.
You did a lot of things that were stupid. We have plenty of those stories.
Yeah.
But finally, Dodger, I was like, either apologize to me or genuinely, like, stop coming in here so often. I was like, you can still come in here, we can still talk like civilized beings, but don't act like I'm your friend if you're gonna keep making comments like that towards me. The amount of times they insulted my race and ethnicity was actually insane. Like, there was stuff that baffled Amber.
No, because I didn't even know. I didn't even know that. I was like, oh, damn. I was like...
Yeah. Finally... Dodger leaves and then comes back, like, what, 2 hours later? I have an apology, like,
Yeah, I wasn't in the room. I was at work. When this
You were
happened.
not in the room. I was in my bed and I was like, what? They're like, I have an apology. And I was like, okay. They come in here and make this bum ass poem. Mind you, Amber knows what the poem was. I couldn't recite it for you because it was so fucked up.
I don't even remember what the poem said.
They
but I do
basically
remember it was
recited
bad.
every racism joke that they ever made of me and then proceeded to laugh through the entire apology and then just say, I'm sorry and I will strive to be better with my actions. And then started laughing. And I was like, get out. I don't want to see you right now. I'm still mad. I didn't accept it. I halfway accepted it, actually.
Mhm.
Amber comes back, and Dodger hears that Amber's back, and Dodger comes in here, and Dodger reads Amber the poem. Amber also agrees.
But can I just express, I truly did it because I was like, how bad can it be? You know, that's how I was going into this. Because, you know, Cece did tell me it was bad. So I believed that when they said it was bad, I'm like, okay, but how bad can it really, really be?
I don't have water.
I have water. Use one of my water bottles.
Thank you.
Mhm. And I was like, oh, damn, that is bad. That's actually a very, very bad apology.
So all that happened. And then also precedingly that I expressed numerous times.
Mm-hmm.
Dodger had this tendency to knock on our bathroom door because that's what connects our rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Dodger knocked on our bathroom door multiple times.
Yeah.
And I would say, hold on, or no, don't come in here. And then they would go ahead and open the door anyway.
Yeah.
Most of the time, they didn't walk in on anything. I just didn't want them in here,
Mm-hmm.
which I feel like is my right.
Yeah.
They would still come in here and just lay on the fucking floor. And I'd be like, what the fuck? I told you no. Why are you in here? And they're like, because I know you don't want me in here. I was like, get the fuck out. I would literally threaten to kick them. And that's what it would take for them to get out.
Mm-hmm. And let me just preference how unfair that they treated Cece, because I will say it again, like I said earlier, when I was in here by myself, they never came in here. They were never in here.
It's like they did it on purpose because it pissed me off. And I never got physical because I did not want to get kicked out.
Yeah, and the thing is that I think they saw that I visibly wasn't annoyed. I was just like, dude, I don't really give a fuck what you do. If you're quiet and you're on the floor, I don't care. I'm gonna ignore you anyway. I'm like, I live with 4 siblings majority of my life. Do you know how many times I've been jumped on by my older brother or walked on? Or just knock and somebody walks in. Yeah, dude, I have 4 siblings. I promise you.
I'm not nonchalant, and I'll be the first one to say that. I very much like to show how I feel in certain situations.
I think I'm nonchalant to some things. Sometimes I feel like I could be a little too nonchalant about some things, which is probably very bad, but I probably need to get better. But it's okay. I like that. Is that a body scrub?
And no, it's a brush cleaner.
Oh, okay. And the thing is, you know, they would purposely bother Cece all the time, like all the time. And here's the thing, and even if we were both in here, they wouldn't even talk to me. They would purposely just talk to Cece, just to get on their nerves. That was it. That was all their purpose, was just to get on their nerves.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, and then it's crazy the amount of shit that. Oh, this is another story, man. But that story's after
Which one?
the amount of shit that you've done for them.
Oh, okay. So so Dodger comes to me one time. Granted, I'll give Dodger this.
Mm-hmm.
Because they annoyed me so fucking much, I did insult them quite frequently.
Mm-hmm.
I made fun of their intelligence.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was deserved.
Was it bad?
Their intelligence?
Yeah.
How many times have they come in here with stupid topics, though? Like that whole food debate.
I just thought it was something they got off TikTok or Twitter.
Right. They would come in here and complain and complain and complain about certain shit in their life, like not being able to get a partner. And then we would tell them what we believed. It would just be on our opinions. It would just be advice.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would not take our advice and then come back and complain. I'm like, what the fuck? Get out of my face about it then. If you're not going to listen to me. Ugh.
Honestly, yeah. And that gets on my nerves when people do that, when they're like, oh, well, I want to fix this, and this, but I'm not gonna do this. Okay, well then don't come to me complaining about it then. Literally don't. And like I said, didn't you drive them to the grocery store?
Yes, I was fixing to get to that.
Mhm.
So Dodger comes to me saying that their sibling or whatever had ordered them groceries, and we were gonna go, and they were like, well, I can't drive, like I don't have a car, so because I'm the only person he knew that had a car at the time. He was like, can you take me to go get my groceries? I was like, sure, we can do pickup. I was like, you're getting me food though. He was like, can I just give you gas money? And I was like, no, because my gas is paid for. Yes, I'm not spoiled. Not point of the story. So we go get their groceries, and I did help them carry some of it, I think. Actually, I cannot recall whether or not I did. They didn't have that many, though. So, like, I don't know. But I don't remember them having that many, and I think I still helped with maybe, like, 1 or 2 bags. And then we come back. I had my food, because that shit was good. I don't remember what we got, actually. But I think we got, like, Whataburger or something.
Oh, Whataburger is so good.
I know. We got food. And then, what do you call it? Like, that was the end of that. Like, they got me food.
Mm-hmm.
I helped them with their groceries. You know what? It's fine or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, will you help me do this in the future? I was like, no. I am not your taxi. DoorDash your groceries if you have to. I'm not your taxi. I was like, there's literally a CVS right there that has most of the things you need. Because that CVS does.
Mm-hmm.
By our campus, it has milk, all kinds of food.
It has, like, really, honestly, all the things.
Yeah.
Being honest.
Toilet
Plus
paper.
more.
Yeah. Like, that pharmacy right there is fine.
Mm-hmm.
CVS. But then, one night, it's like 12 o'clock at
Oh, yes.
night.
We were, here's the thing. This
12
was
o'clock
in
in the morning.
October. And
Was it actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we were watching, just as we were watching the Harry Potter, we should do an episode on Harry Potter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, no, because we don't like that. We don't like JFK. Or
Right.
JKR, not JFK. wrong abbreviation. We might not do one on Harry Potter.
Right, but the thing is that here's the, I've never seen the Harry Potter movies. All right, so we
can
were
do
watching.
Twilight.
So we were watching all of them, and during it, they came in. Dodger came in and said, "I think."
Oh, is this the pregnancy test one?
Yeah.
I was thinking of a completely different one. But go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that one.
And it was like 2 a.m. y'all, and they're like, "I think I'm pregnant," and we're like, "Huh?"
They're like, we all come with me to go to CVS to go get a pregnancy test.
We walked. I'm sorry, it wasn't 2 a.m. It was for like 1. We got back because we were like 2 a.m. When we went out, and this is how much
I did not want to go.
That you like, I didn't want to go either. But
You were the one telling me to go.
I was telling you to go. I wasn't gonna go.
We all ended up going as a unit.
Yeah, but
I didn't want to fucking go. Amber was like, well, come on, let's just go. Let's get it over with. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah, so we went. We got them a fucking pregnancy test. Got back, and turns out they weren't even goddamn fucking pregnant.
I know.
dude.
They were scared for absolutely nothing. And anyway,
And then there was another story where
they went over to their friend's dorm.
I was so pissed. And you want to know why I was so pissed? Because I just got in bed.
I
And I
know!
just got comfortable. And as soon as Cece told me, she said, Amber, get up. I said, why am I getting up? And they're like, we need to go save Dodger. I was about to say, Dodger can go save them damn selves. I don't give a fuck.
It was so... That was a point in time where it was getting really, really cold at night. And, like, when you got under those blankets, it was warm.
I didn't have my heated blanket yet now, y'all.
Yeah.
But now that I do have a heated blanket, I don't give a fuck what you did. You better be bleeding. You better be bleeding out if I'm going to go.
No, the way Dodger texted me, it made it seem like Dodger was being, like, kidnapped type thing. Like, they had been drugged.
Yeah.
So we go to the dorm hall that Dodger's in. And I text Dodger. I'm like calling Dodger. I'm like, where are you? What dorm are you in? I'll go get you. I'll fight whoever I need to. I was in pajamas and house shoes. And we're walking outside. Cold as hell.
Yeah.
It was so windy. I remember that. It was so cold.
It really was.
Finally, Dodger comes out, and we see them, and we grab Dodger. I grabbed Dodger by the arm because Dodger could not walk properly.
Could not walk.
It was so bad. We get back to to our dorm hall. I told Dodger, you need to act sober because if the front desk sees that you're not sober, they'll give you a strike? I don't know what it was. I forgot.
They'll stop you and
They'll
then
stop
you'll get
you.
investigated and the CD and RA gets called down. And
Yeah.
if you're a part of it, you might get in trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, if I get in trouble because of you, I'm kicking your ass. So they make it to their dorm. We sit them down in their dorm and give them water and like snacks because they also felt sick. Like they were gonna throw up.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them, don't throw up. And if you do, you're cleaning it yourself. I'm not helping you. And then that was that. The thing was, I'm pretty sure they were fine. I don't know. But they were texting me like they couldn't move their body. And that they were so scared. I was like, you know what, fine, we'll go get you. Literally, I want to say maybe not even like 3 weeks later, they text me, oh, I'm going to that same person's house. Or same person's dorm. I was pissed.
And I was like, the preference, they never texted me at all. Well, no, except for about like one situation when I was
Yeah, and we also had a group chat. But you never looked in that group chat.
because I didn't care for them.
Yeah.
I literally said this anytime they walked out of the room because I didn't care if they heard me. The walls are thin. I said, I don't see Dodger. When I heard, I've expressed many times that I don't care for Dodger. Even when we had conversations about them, I've always said I don't see them as a friend. And to me, I kind of like if I don't see you as a close acquaintance or a friend, I don't really care. And it is
the only reason Amber cared in like quotation marks so much about Dodger was because I was helping Dodger,
yes,
and Amber cared about me.
Yes, it's that you
Thank
care.
you.
I will care. If my friend cares about something, I will care about something I don't normally even care about.
Yeah.
All right? But I didn't care for them at all. We weren't on the same wavelength at all.
Yeah.
No. Like I rarely talk to them. If I saw them, I would wave at them, but besides that, I rarely engage in conversation with them.
And I will say, Dodger did a lot of things, like go getting my food downstairs for DoorDash when I would DoorDash. Like, they did stuff like that. They would take out our trash. Half of the time, Dodger asked to do that, though, for the trash thing.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of times that Dodger would be like, the trash would be full, and it would be like your day or my day.
Mm-hmm.
Then Dodger would be like, I can go throw that out. And I was like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, I'm bored. I was like, okay, go then. I don't know. But getting closer to the mega story, I guess. Just about Dodger alone. We still have other ones about the goddamn about one semester. So, god damn it, I lost what story I was gonna talk about. Oh,
Was it about them?
Yes.
Was it the
about
mega
Dodger.
one or the?
No, it was the one before. Oh, I figured it out. Okay, Dodger wanted food, right? Okay, just walk with me here.
Mm-hmm.
Dodger wanted food, and they were gonna order it, and they were like, "Yo, can you spot me like $5?" I was like, "No, I don't have $5 to give you." They were like, There's this running joke that they believe that I'm rich. Yes, my family has money, but no, I don't have like $1,000 in my bank account that I can just spend on a whim. I was also saving money at this point. Mm-hmm. I was telling Dodger, I was like, no, I don't have $5 to give you. Like, I just bought groceries and stuff like that. And I was like, do you not have groceries? And they go, yeah, but I want this. I think they wanted like Sonic or something. And I was like, well, like, I don't know what you want me to do. I'm not going to give you $5. If you don't have the money to order food, then maybe don't order food. And they got pissed. And I was like, why don't you, like, do you have a savings? Maybe just take a few dollars out of your savings if you want it that bad. Like, not that that's great advice, don't do that, but I was like, if you're that desperate for freaking Sonic or whatever the hell you want, then just take it out of your savings. And they're like, I'm already using my savings to order this. And I was like, what? And then they got mad at me. They were like, never fucking mind then. And then they like slammed the bathroom door. And I was like, what the how did I become the bad guy? I was like, why don't you just go to Chick-fil-A that's here on campus? Or literally any of the dining halls that are open right now for free.
Yeah.
Go to the one literally downstairs in the building.
Yeah.
They got pissed, slammed the door, and left. And I was like, the fuck? What just happened?
Yeah, and I just want to put this out there. Like, this just shows you the difference of disrespect they have for CC. When they asked CC, and CC told them no, they would push. They never asked me for money or anything like that, but if they ever asked me something and I said no, they would be like, okay, and they'd walk away. I low-key think I intimidated them a little bit because, listen, I have a mean bitch face. Sometimes that can intimidate some people. I don't know. But it was just different levels of disrespect they would show them. And that's what really made me stop caring for. I'm like, how can you treat me one way, treat somebody else something different? That's
right, like, what did I do to you?
Exactly. And I think, like, I don't even know, like, I don't even know why they treated. I don't even know why they put me on a higher pedestal than you did. Yeah, thank you. Well, I said the only reason I could think of is because y'all two bonded over a little bit more than what we did. Because I didn't.
We bonded over trauma because me and Dodger were. Me and Dodger had a bit more.
They were very
of a rougher past than Amber.
Yeah, like.
But I wasn't a dick.
Yeah.
They used a lot of the shit that they went through as an excuse half of the time. Or not an excuse, but they were just like, well, yeah, I'm a bad person because of this, and I don't think I'm going to change. Okay.
Wait, that's just a...
Don't be mad when bad shit happens to you, I guess. I don't know. Yep. I don't know what you want me to do with that information, gang.
Yep. And then we have one more story about Dodger.
Oh, the final?
This is the one that broke the camel's back, y'all. This is
when I finally got tired.
I was asleep. Was I asleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was asleep.
It woke me up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I just want y'all to know this. Anything major, anything major happened between Dodger and Cece, I was not here. So they clearly wanted to act a different way. Mm-hmm. Because maybe they saw me stand up for you that one time and they're like, I can't act that way around Amber. Amber's going to be on my ass.
Yeah.
So I got to act a different way if Amber's not going to be around.
So... It's like freshly like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. It was a weekend. Me and Amber were resting.
It was literally the week before finals.
Yes!
The week before finals. Before we all got to go home for whatever, right?
The week before finals. Everybody was partying hard. Me and Amber weren't because we're losers. But
yeah. I don't care.
I don't care either. I get a call from them on Instagram. And I answer and I'm like, hello? I'm like, oh my god, they're dead in a ditch and they need me to go get them. Honestly, I would have preferred that and I would have gone and got them. Mm-hmm. They call me hysterically laughing. And I'm like, hello? I see an IV in Dodger's arm. I'm like, are you in the fucking hospital? And they're like, yeah. I was like, why? And they're like, honestly, I don't remember. I remember going to somebody's house and blacking out. I don't even know how I got to the hospital. I was pissed. Mind you, I still cared for this person. I still treated them like a friend. Mm-hmm. Did they annoy the shit out of me and break a lot of boundaries? Yes, but I still cared for this person. I went off. I was like, how fucking irresponsible do you have to be to end up somewhere like this? Like, first off, that's dangerous as shit. Blacking out and not knowing where the hell you are or how you got to the hospital. You literally gave yourself alcohol poisoning, most likely, and that's the reason they have to give you an IV. Or you're so severely dehydrated that they had to give you a fucking IV. You don't remember who took you to the hospital. You don't have any way to get back. And you just decided to go like this? Like, how hard could you have possibly gone? And how do you not know how to at least control it at this point? Mm-hmm. Like, I understand college is for fun, but holy fuck, this is irresponsible. And you've literally been on one for, like, the past 3... Mind you, they've been doing shit like this for the past 3 weeks. Sometimes, we wouldn't hear them come back to the dorm until, like, the next day.
If I'm being honest, I didn't listen for them. This is how much CC really cared for them. They would literally tell me, did you notice how quiet Dodger's been? I'll be like,
no.
That's how much, like, that's, like, I want y'all to know, that's how much I ignored them. I was like, no, I'm not gonna lie to you, I really didn't notice. I truly didn't.
I did care for that person. That's what hurts.
Yeah.
Finally, I don't even get, like, a genuine, like, response. Mm-hmm. They're just, like, standing there. And I'm pretty sure there was, like, nurses and stuff around them. because they like looked like they were looking at other people on the phone. They go in the rudest tone possible, and it genuinely hurt my soul. And it's when I realized that this person did not care about me. They went, "So are you gonna come get me or not?" Not a "can you please come get me?" This, and this. It was literally just like a brush off, like, "Are you gonna come get me or not?" And I said, "No." I hung up and went back to sleep. And then like 3 hours later they came back. I'm pretty sure like they got an Uber or something.
You know, they didn't talk to us for like the rest of the
They didn't talk.
semester. No.
They didn't talk to us until recently. They didn't talk to us for the rest of the semester. We got no messages over spring break. And then they only talked to me like once this semester.
Mm-hmm. But I didn't talk to them. Period. But my sure. Let me say once, because I'm pretty sure I didn't work a late shift. No, I didn't. I was just tired that day apparently, and I slept in. And when I woke up, the first thing I hear is, "Guess what happened to me?" And I was like, "What could have happened overnight?" I was like, and then I got told the story and everything. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And the thing that how I knew something was kind of up because they were on the phone with Thuggy, and I was like, and they were like kind of like going off a little bit when I woke up. So I was like, "What in the world?"
Yeah, I literally called my best friend that was like, "Guess what the fuck just happened to me, dude?" And then Thuggy, mind you, Thuggy did not like this person. Like, after everything I would tell Thuggy, like, good and bad about Dodger, Thuggy would literally be like, "Can you stop talking to this person? Because they don't sound like they're good at all." I'm like, I don't know. Some people go through things and they, like, do bad things. I don't believe that Dodger's a bad person. Still don't. But finally, all of that happens, and we never really spoke to Dodger again.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the Dodger saga of the first semester.
Yeah.
There were still other things that happened.
Yeah.
Mainly, it was Dodger.
Yeah, but there was one thing that was me. It was
Wait,
very stupid.
was it with your X-Acto knives?
Yeah.
I'll let her take this one, because I've been talking quite a bit.
I was listen, okay, I was at work. I was working on an art project.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an art major.
Mm-hmm.
I had an X-Acto knife.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you, I wasn't thinking. This is the thing.
Clearly.
I truly wasn't thinking.
Oh, we know.
And I took the X-Acto knife, and instead of going away from me, I went sling. And as soon as I did that, I didn't reveal that I cut my finger open until I looked down. And I saw blood. And then when I tell you, then I got paper towels. I thought it was a small cut. I got paper towels. I was like, shoot. And I was dabbing. I was like, dang, that's a lot of blood. And it was, I dabbed it away. My skin started, I'm so sorry for anybody who doesn't
If
like
you're
something.
squeamish, maybe skip ahead like at least a minute or two.
Yes. My skin started separating.
Ah!
And I could see the bottom. Y'all, it was so bad. I called my brother. My grandma was freaking out over the phone. I had to call my best friend who lived in the same dorm hall as us, to come and help me get my stuff and leave. Cause they were freaking out too.
It was so bad.
And, listen, my mom and grandma freaked out. They were
on their way over here.
They were on their way over here to take me to the hospital. But let me just say something. My brother, my oldest brother, I have 4 siblings, he's the oldest. He was starting to go to PT school, so of course they called him to look at it, and he looked at it, he said, "Well, you don't look like it." Well, this is what he said. He said over the phone, "It doesn't look that deep." That's what he said. He literally told me it doesn't look like you would need stitches, but he did say, just go to the doctor just in case, because you truly do never know. Because it was over the phone, so he was like, I couldn't really give you the best advice in person. I'm sorry, over the phone. I'm so sorry, y'all. And so all that happened, and
Don't mind the beeping. It's my big ass making dinner.
and we had to. So then when I got back, Cece saw me holding my finger.
I thought the worst. I thought the finger was gone at this point. I was like, oh my fucking god, what did you do?
And they were like, what happened? So then I told them the story, right? My grandma called me. Well, this is what happened. We called Cece's mom.
Yes,
Because
for
Cece's
context,
mom
my mother
works in the hospital field.
Yes, she is a wound care nurse specifically, so she does stuff like this all the time.
Yes. So when Cece's mom looked at it, they said that, oh, it doesn't look like you need stitches. I said, great. I said, what do I need to do so I can have this fixed?
My mom literally goes, you don't even really have to go to the doctor. Just get some butterfly tape and a Band-Aid and some gauze and call it a day. Just wrap it. And I was like, okay, so if we go to the CVS, do you think you can help me pick out all the stuff that we need, Mom? She goes, yeah. I'm like, I just did that. I really just did that. Will you edit that out?
I will.
Thank you. She was like, my kid's really stupid and could still probably fix your finger. I was like, thanks, Mom, for your vote of confidence. That happened. And we go to CVS. It's me, Amber, and what are we calling? Are we
You said Amber's best friend.
Amber's best friend? Okay. And Amber's best friend. And we go to CVS. We get the butterfly tape. We got gauze. We got wrapping for her hand. And then we got some like antibiotic, I think, and some other stuff. And my mom goes, okay, that's perfect. Get all of that. And then we got all of it, and then we go back. Oh, wait. The cashier!
The cashier. Yeah, I don't think y'all understand. I have to go back after the story because the story's before. But I'll explain it, and it makes sense. Okay. My head was shaved. I'll tell that story after this. All right. But my head was shaved.
Yeah.
My head was shaved at the time.
Yeah.
And the cashier was flirting with me
hard.
As I put, my finger split wide open right now.
Yeah, she's literally holding a fucking paper towel covered in blood.
And in the background, I'm like, this is not the time. I was like, this is
we literally told him that too. He was like, what do y'all need all this stuff for? And she was like, oh, she cut her finger open, so we have to go back to the campus and fix it. And he goes, oh, I skid my knee skating once.
Yo,
he had to have been high.
He just kept going, y'all. And then once I got my receipt, he was like, okay, great, have a nice day. He was like, I was like, thanks.
He's like, good luck with your finger.
What? Oh wait, no, my head. Was I wearing my wig?
No. Wait, you might have been.
I might have been wearing my wig.
Oh yeah, because your grandma was on the way. We didn't know when she was going to get there.
That's right. I was wearing my wig.
But her grandma ended up not coming.
Yeah.
Like at all. Mm-hmm. So there was that.
Yeah, but
we get back to the dorm. Mm-hmm. And do you want me to explain it, or because I did the medical operation?
I mean, you can explain it. Go right ahead.
So we got she had, what is it called, the rubbing alcohol, but the other thing, like the health one, the type of shit you put on a cut.
And that was before we went to CVS.
That was before. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was when you cleaned my finger. That was before.
No, I cleaned your finger when we got here so that I could wrap it.
You did it before.
Did I do it before? Mm-hmm. Well, okay, going a little bit more backwards, when I went to clean.
Because this is what happened. When they first saw my finger,
I was like, we need to clean it.
They freaked out. They were like, oh my god, what did you do? When I tell you,
it was bad.
I've never seen that visible face on Cece's face. They're like, oh my god, how did you even...
How did you manage to accomplish that?
Yeah, that was their exact thing.
I was like, Jesus.
So what happened was, they tricked me. Alright?
I did not know. It was for the greater good. So, essentially, I feel like they're still bitter about this.
I'm not bitter.
Essentially, I was like, okay, well, we need to clean it before we go to CVS so that it does not get infected, because that's the last thing we need. And I'm like, let me just clean it with water, and then I'll clean it with the other stuff when we come back with all the medical supplies.
Yeah. I
acted like I wet the paper towel. It already had like the, what is it called?
Alcohol.
Alcohol, yeah. It already had the rubbing alcohol in it to clean it. So, it was already wet with it, but I didn't let Amber see it. So I go to the sink and I turn on the water and I act like I put the napkin under the thing. And I was like, okay, give me your hand. And she was like, no, you did the alcohol. I was like, bro, you literally watched me just douse it with water. And she was like, okay. I was telling Tracy, or Your Amber's best friend. Sorry, you're gonna have to probably bleep that too. My bad. I'm making all kinds of fuck ups today, y'all. I'm telling Amber's best friend to like talk to Amber so that Amber doesn't like notice it too much, and then I immediately do 3 swipes and dab 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 across the cut, and then I back away and hid in a corner.
I was like, I think I let it live as fuck.
I'm talking hopping and skipping all over the dorm.
Y'all, that shit burned. It burned. But when we got back, Cece put on some gloves, got the butterfly tape.
Don't touch me, I'm sterile.
They got the butterfly tape. They got the, well, I guess it's all really.
Yeah, it was an episode of Grey's Anatomy, and I became fucking Christina Yang.
It really was. But the point is, we taped it up. It got fixed. My finger's all better now. You know?
And it didn't scar too bad, huh?
No, it did not scar too bad. But if we're gonna go to the first big story I had, this was around Labor Day. Actually, it was the day before Labor Day weekend.
Context: we did not know each other that well at this point. Like, yes, we had gone through the Anne thing, but we hadn't really like sit down and talked past the Anne thing that had happened.
Yes. Here's the thing. I'm black. All right. Black people hair, it could be a mess. For me,
any ethnic hair, honestly.
Yeah. And for me, technically, I'm very tender-headed. So for me, doing my hair was always a thing that I never wanted to do. I never, ever, ever want to do my hair because it just hurts so bad. Anything I did, it just hurt. So I wanted to shave it off.
So they're sensitive. No, I'm kidding.
And when I brought up the fact that I wanted to shave my head, my family got really, really mad. Right?
Defensive.
They got very mad. I'm about my hair. I'm not going to repeat some of the stuff they said.
Yeah.
But they got very mad and they didn't agree with.
They were very upset.
The only person who agreed with me was my siblings.
Yeah.
But any parental figure, any aunts or uncles, they did not agree. And so I literally was like crying because I was like, all I want to do is just shave my head because I don't like to get my hair done. Because when I do, it just hurts, and I'm crying. And you know, I was in a. Let me say this before I started crying. It's because, let's say, I don't come from a lot of money. All right, I just don't. And the thing is that I have this job that I do have right now, and another one currently to pay my way through college. And but my aunt and my uncle's also helping me a little bit sometimes, and they were gonna cut me off financially. That's what make me cry because I was like, why would you do something that would hurt me so
over hair,
like so much over my hair? So it hurt me. So I was literally crying, and Cece didn't know what to do.
I didn't,
because they're like,
I didn't understand it. I didn't know if it was like a culture thing to them or something. But I just remember Amber sitting there crying. I was like, can I hug? I don't know how to help people who cry.
Yeah.
I barely cry myself. I have a whole bunch of issues, okay? And I don't usually cry. So I go over there and I'm like, do you want a hug? And then she nodded yes. I was like, okay. And I hug her. I'm like, everything's gonna be fine. You know? Like, I'm sure there's programs that you can get into to help you financially. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah. And the thing is that coming up, I got over my feelings. And I said, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Literally Labor Day, the day of Labor Day, I cut off all my braids, I washed my hair, and Cece literally shaved my head Labor Day. And I hid that shit for weeks. I hid it.
They ordered a wig prior to actually shaving their head so that they would have a really good disguise. And then they also had, like, what are they called? When you didn't want to wear your wig? Head wraps?
Yeah.
Yeah. They also had head wraps, so they hid it pretty well. I remember when we were shaving their head, when I was shaving Amber's head, that was the funniest thing ever.
And the thing is, like, guys, I want you, like, the only person who did was my sister and my siblings.
Yeah.
Because they didn't care. They really could care less about what I did. They were like, okay, cool.
Wasn't there a point in time where your family did find out and they actually thought that it was pretty on you?
They did. This is the thing. Then one day, somehow they were a little bit okay, but by then I've already shaved my head, like a month, maybe like 2 months ago by then. It's November, right? So my hair's grew out a little bit. And they saw it and they're like, oh, it actually looks really cute on you. And I was like, no way, really? Because you're making all those comments about me. And you know what? I'm just address the comments. I'm just saying. They said they're good. They said it would make me look like a boy. Right? So it's crazy to make me look like a boy, but I still got hit on. Wild. It was wild.
This was at the point in time where we were actually going to the gym and all of that. But
and it was wild. I was getting hit on when I had no hair. Then when I did,
they literally called her bald girl. I was like, "Hey, bald one." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
I was like, "All right." But the thing is that they ended up liking it, and they didn't have a problem with it, and they were just like, "Oh, okay." But that's the end of that story. They literally overreacted for no reason.
Did anything else happen to me? I'm like trying to think of college stories that I had. Other than like my study abroad one, that's the only one that I can think of.
That's the only one I can think of. Also, study abroad.
Yeah, my study abroad dreams got crushed here at this campus because I'm an overachiever. I am one of those people that believe that my best is somebody else's bare minimum. So I think you can imagine that when something doesn't happen for me academically, it's a bit soul crushing. I had dreamed of going to Ireland for so long. I love the culture. I love how beautiful the nature is over there, and I love the people. The people over there seem like the sweetest, as far as I've seen. There could be assholes over there, like there is in every country, but it's whatever. But I wanted to go to Ireland. And this place had a program to go study abroad in Ireland. So I worked my ass off to make that happen. I did the application. I made sure that all of my classes were more than exceptional. I picked out all of my classes. I discussed all the departments to make sure that all of my credits would be recognized. I go to the study abroad office and I tell them that I have my associates because I graduated high school with my associates because I did dual credit courses. They told me that because of that, I had no more electives and I really couldn't go and study abroad. Not in Ireland anyway. They offered me Greece and I thought about it, but then I was like, no, I don't feel like studying abroad anymore. Like after that, I was devastated, truly. Like, first world problems, I understand that. Oh my god, I couldn't go on my trip to Ireland to study psychology. Yes, I'm aware. But it was something that I had been wanting since like sophomore year of high school. It was something that I got my associates to do because I remember my high school advisors telling me that if I got my associates, that more than likely I will be more than qualified to study abroad.
I think you're overqualified.
Yeah, that's what he told me. He was like, you're overqualified, and because of that, you don't have any slots to take classes over in Ireland. I had a castle college picked out and everything. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I knew what I needed to do, and they told me that I couldn't because the classes would not align with the campus. And I'm like, well, shit. It hurt my soul so much that I couldn't go. Like, I remember being in the dumps for like a week and a half, just absolutely devastated because I couldn't do it anymore. I was so sad. First world problems. What else happened? Oh, we got ants again.
Oh yeah, for like a small the day
72-hour period.
Yeah.
That happened. It was fixed quite easily. I've had a few family members. I've had one family member die. Two. I have two that died. I forgot. I was close to one of them, not so close to the other. Mm-hmm. Like, when one of them died, I felt absolutely horrible because I couldn't go to the funeral because I had to study. Oh, I'm double majoring now. I am no longer solely a psychology major. I'm going to torture myself by also taking criminal justice.
Yeah, I'm not a double major, but I am working 2 jobs. So.
And you're fixing to change your major, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. Maybe. I'm still in the ups and downs, but I don't know.
Yeah. I think this is the first episode where we've genuinely stayed on topic.
Mm-hmm. Actually, true.
Other than the Girl Scout cookies in the beginning.
Yeah, but that needs to be talked about.
That needed to be said.
That needs to be talked about.
Bring back the s'mores.
For real. But, yeah, but, so, when you get to college...
Halloween! How did we not talk about Halloween?
Oh, my God.
How did we skip over Halloween?
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, that was so funny. Okay, so let's just say this. We all got dressed and everything.
I was a Salem witch.
I was Lola Croft.
Laura.
I'm sorry, Laura. Okay, Laura Croft. and my best friend was Poison Ivy. All right, and we all went to this Halloween party. We got dropped by an Uber, and when we got there, I really, really had to pee. I had to pee so bad.
I didn't think you were gonna say that.
I don't care. I'll be open about it because it's real. Some people.
I also had to pee very bad, but I did not go on the level that Amber did.
I had to pee so bad, you guys, that I literally, when we were walking trying to find it, I literally got in there and I peed in the bush.
Mm-hmm.
I literally squat and I peed in the bush. I did not care. I felt nice. It felt good. It felt nice. I was relieved. I peed in the bush, and I would do it again. I don't care.
I had to pee so bad. Hearing them pee made me want to pee, so I had to walk away for a second. And we finally find the fucking place.
Yeah. And then, you know what, we get inside and everything, all that jazz.
We already paid because we already had tickets.
Yeah,
so we already used our tickets, and then I finally found a bathroom.
Yeah, they finally back to the party. All right. Okay. So we were, everything's going well. Everything's going great. My other friend shows up with their cousin and everything. Everything's going great for Halloween. Cece's having fun, living it up. Whoops. And then we get told, here's this what happened. We were like, it was somewhere, the party was almost over, but not really. It had still like an hour left. Text me, come, because we were at the drink station. Texted me because she wasn't over there. She texted me, come here, and I was like, okay, give me a second. So then I walked over to him.
I was left alone.
It was very crowded.
Somebody left me alone, which was not a good idea.
Sorry, but I had to go find them. So when I went and I did, and then my best friend told me the cops are circling the building. I said, what? She said, the cops are circling the building.
I'm dancing, shaking ass in a circle.
And I grabbed Cece and I said, the cops are circling the building. And I
was not in my right of mind for reasons.
and they said, let's go. And I said, great, let's go. Because I know the last thing I'm doing is calling my aunt or mom.
Getting bailed out of jail.
2 a.m. in the morning being like, so
we got arrested.
I got arrested. Yeah, no, it wasn't happening. So I called an Uber. We went back. We all went to sleep. It was a great fun night. It really was.
It was absolutely fantastic. I hit on every person I saw, man or woman.
I got twerked on, y'all.
By me.
By Cece, by some random girl.
There was a random girl. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I got twerked on by many random girls I didn't even know.
I think I was groped, but I was having fun. I don't think I really cared. I was shaking ass. Also, for context, I can't shake ass in normal settings, I guess I should say. If I just sit here and tried, I can't.
I think the dress helped because you had so many layers.
I did have a lot of layers. Mm-hmm. My hands were on the floor and everything. I was getting down with it. It was bad.
And so, Halloween happened. That was all great and fun and everything. And I'm trying to think of any other stories that
we have.
Oh, karaoke.
We went. This is a good way to end it. This story. So
this is gonna be our last story.
Yeah.
This literally happened to us last week.
Literally. So I don't remember what I was doing.
Study group, yes. I had gone to a meeting over in the library on campus. And right next to it is our union building. And I was like, let's go get some mozzarella sticks and fries from our favorite place. Mm-hmm. So we go, and I walk in, and they're doing karaoke. And I was like, okay, she's not going to want to stay, but let me just tell her to come anyway. I call her, she gets here, and she also brings her best friend and her best friend's roommate. Mm-hmm. Well, here's what happened. I actually ran into them.
Oh.
That's what happened. I literally walked out there and I hear my name. I hear Amber, and I turn around and I see my best friend and her roommate. And I asked them, oh, where are they going? And they said, oh, we're going to go to see karaoke. And I said, that's so crazy. I'm going to the same place.
I didn't know that. We did not know there was karaoke.
Mm-hmm. So when we got there, y'all, it was so fun. We had some good people. You had some medium people,
And then you just had people.
and you just had people. There's this one dude who sung Hamilton songs amazingly.
He did great. That was definitely a theater kid.
Theater. You
Spoken
had
as a
some
theater
people
kid
who
myself.
would sing some songs, and they didn't.
Oh my god. So if any of you know about Hamilton and First Burn, you know that song is not, of course it's not in the actual musical, but I find it a very, very good song.
Mhm.
Somebody played it. And I'm thinking, you know what? We're here to have fun. I'm not going to judge them. Oh my god. It was so bad. I felt so bad. I was genuinely trying to like root for them and be like a happy, spontaneous person. I couldn't hold it together. I was struggling so bad. You remember, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Remember.
It was so bad.
I do. And but that wasn't even the funniest. The funniest part was there's this one song where we
Are
thought
we already
it was,
skipping to there?
Oh, what else happened between?
Well, I'm just saying we could talk about all the people that were there.
Oh yeah.
There's this duet that did "Lovely" by Billie Eilish.
They did very good.
They did so good.
They did very nice.
That duet was definitely memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Who was another good one? I'm trying to think. There was a girl, and I don't remember what she sang, but she did really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have a confession about that night. One of the girls, she was in like a very like black and pink dress. Like it was black with like pink flowers.
Mm-hmm.
She was singing. I swear to God, we were making eye contact like we do in movies. I was like, I couldn't hold eye contact with her because I would look at her while she was singing, and then she would look at me and smile. And I'd be like, oh. And I got nervous. So I would look away. And then so would she. And then I'd look back at her. And then she would look at me. Also, she was pretty. I'm not going to say that she wasn't. I didn't look ugly either. I was in makeup. Like, I didn't look like dog shit like I normally do. So, like, she was cute. And she was smiling at me. And I was smiling at her. But I didn't do anything. Why? Because I'm a pussy. So that happened. I had my movie moment.
That happened.
There was quite a bit of Hamilton. I was surprised.
Yeah, there really was quite a bit of humor there.
And then the ending song.
The ending song. So let me say this: before that song, there was another song.
Was it "You'll Be
And-
Back"?
It was. I think it. No, it was a Hamilton. It was that. Yeah, the Hamilton song. Yeah, and the thing is that the people who were running the karaoke literally said this last one's gonna make you stand up, and I'm like, why would it make me stand up?
I thought it was like a party song.
Yeah, me too.
Like shot, 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 shot. I thought that was gonna be something like that.
Yes, and the thing is that when it got to the last song, y'all, it was "Stand Up" by
Mind you-
Cynthia Erivo.
Yes, mind you, we moved to the front of the stage because one of the tables had cleared up in front of the stage where karaoke was happening. So we went and sat over there, and we went and sat over there.
Yes, and
All of a sudden, on the background, you start hearing. How does it start out? Da, 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 da.
No, it starts with hey.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you see Cynthia Erivo, or you see Stand Up by Cynthia Erivo, and I was like, oh god. And I thought that this was gonna go one of two ways. One, there was gonna be a white guy that goes on stage.
That would have looked very bad.
That would have looked very bad. Or two, it was gonna be like a really good black singer that was gonna take this seriously because obviously it's Black History Month. I thought they were gonna take it seriously. These two guys go up there. And I'm just gonna say this: you could clearly tell which side of the not spectrum. Hold on, that's an insult. Which side of the fruity bar he was on? Newsflash: he was as fruity as a fruit basket.
Okay.
Yeah. The other one had a really good voice.
Yes. But that gay one, he held it too.
He held a tune. Yeah.
But it was so funny because he's like, I'm not trying to get his copyright.
I've been walking.
It was so
funny.
No, it was too
It gets
funny.
to the chorus. I'm gonna stand up, take my pee. Like it starts to get to the chorus, and he's going at it.
Yes.
Mind you, the other guy is being some badass background vocals. Amber's best friend and Amber grab each other's hands and stand up with their fists raised like it's a fucking revolution and go to the edge of the stage, and he comes over to them and points the mic at them, and they start screaming, "Take my people with me." I'm like, what the fuck? I thought I was in a black church for like a split second. I am Mexican. I do not have any African descent as far as I know. I was like maybe the one other non-black person in that fucking room.
They were. It was only one more. They were Latinos.
I didn't know what to do. I was like, you know what? Not my people, but with the people. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I felt at
Just
that
like
curtain.
ally.
Ally. Oh my god.
No, yeah. To me, that was too funny.
That was too funny.
That was too funny.
It got to a point where I thought I was just like, given the honorary card to just sing along, and I started to. It's the funniest thing ever.
Like, it was just so funny. You guys don't think y'all understand how funny it was. No, but I think those are the only stories I can think of that's happened so far. I can't think of any. I don't think I'm missing anything else. I am missing one. I'm so sorry. This is another great one to end on. Y'all, okay, listen. We went to the we went somewhere downtown.
I'm confused.
And
the square?
Yes, and we were and I was hungry.
Oh, you're talking about the nachos? Ah!
And
we need to go back.
And when we're walking around, we see this. I don't remember what it's called. But we went to this place.
We were hungry,
Yeah,
and we were just
hungry.
like, I don't want to go to some fast food place. I want food.
Yeah, so we went there. We saw nachos, and we said, you can never go wrong with nachos.
But they had chili on them, and we're both very picky when it comes to chili.
Mm-hmm. But I was like, just keep it. Might be good.
Yeah.
We
gave it a chance.
Nachos were bomb.
Life-changing.
They were bomb. Oh my god.
They deliver! They deliver on DoorDash. I saw it the other day.
If I get money for DoorDash, I'll deliver those.
It was so good. And it's a big ass plate of nachos.
Yes, you guys, I think you understand how good these nachos are. They were so good. We went back. And I literally just ate nachos and fries and I had a water. What
did I get? I think I got the tilapia. Or like some type of fish that they fried.
But it
catfish.
Yeah.
It was catfish.
And it was just so good. Y'all, those nachos.
So good.
Man, that's how you know I'm a fat ass.
You're a fat ass. You're like half my weight, dang. I do lift. I would like to say that. I'm not as fat as I think I am. I probably am, but like I do lift.
They're not.
I did karate.
But the thing is,
I got muscle.
Those nachos
are so good. We need to go back.
We do need to go back.
Them nachos are legendary.
Not like next week.
I was thinking Thursday, but that works too.
Wait, this Thursday.
This Thursday.
Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, well, I'm thinking like a house. I'm so sorry.
You never have anything to do on Thursdays. I've memorized your schedule and Dougie's schedule.
Yeah, I never had anything to do on Thursday, but this week for me, it's low-key already kind of packed because I have so much shit.
And get their wisdom teeth removed.
Yeah, I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed, and it's a lot. I have to because my mouth is apparently too small.
Then they work also on the weekends now because they have 2 jobs.
Yeah, I gotta pay the school its money all day. They really want their money. But no, Thursday, we should go. We should go on Thursday. Honestly, I'll get nachos and fries again. Like, it's just, their fries are good too. It's just, those nachos are so good.
We need to go on Thursday.
Yes.
They were so good. Well, thank you so much for listening. Always remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you truly do like to hear us talking about absolute fucking nonsense.
Yep.
We hope that this could bring you some point of joy because with everything that's going on right now, I feel like everybody needs just a little bit of a laughter. If we're annoying, you are absolutely allowed to acknowledge that, and you should totally comment it and maybe subscribe so you can hear our annoying asses even more.
Exactly.
Along with that, comment some ideas that you want us to talk about. Like, it could be a topic just out of the fucking wild.
Yeah. And also
we'll research it a little bit and then talk about it.
And also just comment what you think about these episodes. I love to see y'all's opinions. Like, I feel like I want to kind of have like a conversation with y'all.
Yeah.
In the comments.
Like, we could even do an episode where we start reading comments, like confessions or something along the lines of that. We can make like a
Reddit stories. I love
stories.
Oh my god, we're going over time. You gotta redo the outro.
No, we don't have to go. We don't have to. We'll keep this in.
Okay.
But again, thank you so much for listening. This was Minor Inconveniences with Cece
and Amber.
Thank you so much. We will see y'all on Monday.
Monday.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.